I graduated from UTEP in 1978 with a degree in geology, and I've worked for Chevron for 34 and a half years. I ended my career as the general manager of deepwater exploration for Chevron.
My degree at UTEP is a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry. I graduated in 1989. I had the opportunity to participate in an internship through Phelps Dodge Copper Refinery in El Paso, Texas. And I started with them in August of 1986, and I've been working with them ever since.
I graduated from UTEP in 1987 with a Bachelor's of Science in microbiology.
Well, I got my Master of Science degree in mathematics from UTEP. Well, then, after I got my master's degree, I went to University of Michigan. I received my PhD degree in applied computational mathematics. And then after that, I went to teach at Fordham University in New York City.
Well, I have 2 degrees from UTEP. I have a Bachelor of Science and a Master of Science, both in geological sciences. The 2 UTEP degrees really prepared me with a great foundation in geology and geophysics to then go into the oil and gas industry, where I spent 30 years in my career.
My UTEP education really led to a lot of my success in geology just because of the natural laboratory that you have here in the desert Southwest.
The combination of a good quality faculty and absolutely great opportunities every time possible to be out on the rocks and learning from the rocks really makes for great geoscientists.
My UTEP education helped me succeed by providing me the tools and knowledge to do the things I do on a daily basis in the laboratory at Freeport-McMoRan.
One of the big advantages of a UTEP education, especially in the College of Science, is that undergraduates get a lot of opportunities to do research in the lab. And this is meaningful research, not just following someone around and washing dishes in the lab or changing pipette tips. It's a chance to really lead a research project, be the primary driver of a research project. And I got to do that for 3 years at UTEP. And I think when I started a medical school and graduate school, I was that much ahead of other students who were interested in the same career path. And I think it made me much more mature at an earlier age, and really I got to understand the ins and outs of research at an earlier stage, and I think it gave me a lot of advantages. The research in the College of Science at UTEP now is, I think, world-class. There are some outstanding opportunities. I thought there were great opportunities here when I was an undergraduate in the 80s, but I look now and I go, I wouldn't mind being a student all over again. There are some fabulous research labs here, some outstanding faculty, and really some resources that students in our training programs in Houston don't have access to. So I think some of the students here at UTEP have access to equipment and research projects and research labs that are really, truly world-class.
I think the research at UTEP is one of the best kept secrets in U.S. academia. It's when I come here for the College of Science board meetings and we get an update on what's happened in the last 6 months, I'm always amazed.
Yeah, upon my retirement with Chevron, I thought it was very important to give back to UTEP. We were a family of fairly modest means, and being able to go to a high-quality school here locally afforded us an education we might not have gotten anywhere else. So that combined with, again, the attributes that the Desert Southwest has for a geology major, it just made it a wonderful learning experience and something I felt very strongly about being able to give back.
I really believe that my time here at UTEP was very important for my success during my career, and so I wanted to give back to UTEP to help other people be able to achieve success in their careers and their lives in the same way I was able to because of my time here.
I've enjoyed, in the 29 years that I've been with Freeport-McMoRan, seeing UTEP grow and develop and offer more opportunities than I had when I attended back in the 80s, and allowed my daughter to actually attend UTEP and graduate with an environmental science degree. And hopefully in the future I'll have my youngest daughter attend UTEP as well.
Well, I think UTEP is, in the sense, is the first graduate school I went to, and it's my first experience. So I would consider UTEP as my second school, in the sense. Even I'm now teaching at Fordham University. So I think 2 years ago I came and gave a talk, and they asked me, said, well, would you like to help? I said, of course, I want to give back to, to not only to the department, but also to the college, and to UTEP itself.
I think it's very important to give back to UTEP. I received a undergraduate scholarship when I was here, an academic scholarship, and it allowed me the freedom I did not have to work full-time during college. I was able to graduate in 4 years. I was able to spend a lot of time in the research lab. And I think it's very important for alumni who can, who have the financial means to do it, to give back to the university, to allow other students that opportunity as well. I think they've shown the statistics. UTEP, the College of Science, there's many student majors majoring in College of Science who are qualified for scholarships. There's not enough funding to give all those students scholarships. So I think that's a gap that we need to decrease the width of that gap.
I would encourage others to give back to the university. Anyone that's been successful, a college degree, and however many they accumulated over time, really were the cornerstones of them being able to learn the scientific method effectively and be able to apply that in their daily jobs.
UTEP is such a nice institution with a lot of opportunities for very diverse student body, and has so many opportunities. Being on the advisory board, I see a different side of UTEP than I did as a student.
Well, I think anybody who's been at UTEP should strongly consider giving back to the university for the same reasons I did. I mean, the university gave all of its students so much, and now as alumni, we owe it to the university to give back so that the future generations of students can enjoy all the benefits that we were able to enjoy.